I knew when I hooked into this monster. I mean, there was a couple factors that had to happen. One, my rod was gonna snap. Two, the line was gonna snap. Or three, I was gonna end up on the back of the deck. Look at him, man. And I'm gonna snap this rod. You know, after getting beat by that big fish, I said, Bob, let's go have some lunch, man. We already done our DNA sample that we wanted to. Let's just go back and just recover a little bit. So we headed off to Cabbage Key. It's my favorite place to go grab lunch anytime you're fishing with me on this coast. It's a little restaurant nestled on this hill. It's been there since the 1940s. It probably has the most fish stories told in our whole area. Yeah, man, it was like one or two big runs. I mean, it felt like he was coming out, and then he just took me in, and I mean, next thing you know, my back's on the back of the front deck of the boat.
You're a charter fisherman. You get to go after a lot of stuff. There's a lot of different fish around here. What's your favorite thing? What's your favorite fish to go after?
You know, man, I most definitely have a few. But, you know, it's also just the thrill of doing it. You know, waking up every morning, knowing that it's gonna be something different. But if I had to choose like one fish to chase the rest of my life, probably tarpon. I mean, when we get them stacked up here in the pass for the migration, you'll see more single tarpon in a day than you'll see anywhere else year round. I mean, it's just schools of, it's my Christmas. After lunch, Bob and I headed back in. But day two was already on my mind. Day two, you know, came with a lot of promise. I knew exactly where the fish are at. I knew when they were gonna be chewing. And I had Mike, so every time Mike's on the boat, something crazy happens. So we're filming a TV show, so what better time for something crazy to happen? We dropped baits, and it did not take long. We were using traditional hand line today because of the day before me just about breaking my back. So I said, dude, let's just go big or go home. Let's throw the rope down. If we hook into one, at least we're gonna have a fighting chance at it. So we just got here. This is one of my favorite spots. You fished this plenty with me.
Sure.
And this is one of the spots that you drop a bait, and if they're eating, it ain't gonna take long.
No.
Not at all. So the new moon was last week. You know that because you've been fishing your tides inshore. And that new moon, especially this time of the year, is when these Goliath grouper love to spawn. So you have your chance on our coast to get into that 300 to 400 pound class. But your majority of fish right now are gonna be the 200 pounders. They're the ones that are coming out generally for their first or second spawn. Oh, I saw that, Here we go, fish on. I saw him.
Oh, drop it.
Okay, it's all right, let it back. Right away, I mean instant. Like we were just talking about it, instant.
He was there.
All right. This is all you, man. I don't want anything to do with this fish. But let me get my jacket off and get ready to help you here. Wait, I'm gonna help you. Make sure you don't get your hand all caught up in it. Ooh, that's a good one. You drop it? Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. Hey, oh, that's a good one. Let's go. You got him. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's a good one, Mike. Ooh, I see him. Ooh. I got you. There you go. There we go. There's a little bigger one. Oh, yeah.
Got him.
There we go. That's a good one. Oh!
That's an old fish.
That is a nice sized fish, man. This thing's probably 10, 15 years old. Having this particular species next to the boat always makes me feel rewarded, especially seeing how strong the fishery has come back, knowing that us as humans are doing our job, protecting this species. So we got 60 inches long, so it's 5 inches longer than the last fish. See how big the girth is, though. I can tell it's fatter. Dude, 45 inches, 10 inches fatter than the last one. Let's give this one a vent, send it back home.
Made it happen. That was fun.
Mike, you know, his first fish was 150, maybe 200 pounds. Solid fish, you know, perfect for what we were trying to target for this time of the year. So I knew I had to get in the mix. Couldn't let him just catch the only one. Nice little guy. It's a nice one. So normally, Mike, this is the tags I like to put in these fish.
Right.
But I want a monster.
I like that.
To be 286. So what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna take a fin sample. Even though I think we did a sample on this fish, I still like to do another one. I'll have to go back and look at my books and see what we pulled off this wreck and probably about the same measurements and see if there is a fish that we caught similar to this size.
Right.
But healthy, man. So Mike, you know, it's really hard to tell the sex of these because if a grouper can change his sex really quick. So let's get some measurements. This is fin clip sample, 185. 185 fin clips I've done. So Mike, I'm gonna let you take this piece right here. I'm gonna put it by her head. We're gonna put it by the fish's head. I'm gonna call out some measurements and we'll go back and read them later. But so far we got 55 inches long. Let's get a good girth on her. $37
inches.
37 inches around.
That's a big fish.
That's a solid fish.
That's a big fish.
So right here is their air bladder actually on these bigger ones. So what we'll do is we'll get right here behind the fin and watch how loud right when we hit it. Look at all that, look at all that air coming out already. Look at the bubbles. So Mike, this fish, once it's vented, man, it's gonna be a little squirrely for a second. Told you. Right when they start getting vented, man, they get squirrely. Nice job, man.
Yes.
Those are the fun ones.
What's the biggest one you've ever hooked here?
Here,
Yeah.
over 500.
Okay.
And you know, it's that time of the year when the spawn's happening. So you have these bigger fish moving in from offshore.
Right, right.
You know, we're a little late on the spawn, so some of those bigger fish have possibly moved back off.
Right.
You know, but
I'm sure there's still some lingering in.
there's gotta be at least one more. That's the big one. Oh, son! Come on, baby! Come on, baby! Let's go! You ain't getting it! You ain't getting it!
Oh, he's coming.
Oh, yes, he is! What happened?
No. No.
Come on,
No.
man!
No. There's no way he broke that rig.
There's no way it was fresh. Look at the hook. Oh my.
Wow.
I lost one yesterday. You finally get the big one and it snaps the hook. And I mean, dude, you've been fighting these fish forever. I knew it was a big one.
After landing two that were in the 200 range, I'd say he was twice that. Twice that.
Wow.
That's intense.
That's a good trophy for you, though.
I guess so.
Come on, man.
Brutal. Brutal.
This is why we stick to inshore.
We just need to stick a dynamite.
Oh my gosh. I really don't know what to do for this fish, though. Like, rod and reel ain't handling it. Now grade 5 steel hooks can't handle it.
Try again.
That's just, I'm done. No, I'm done. I'm done. That was our last bait.
That's it.
Oh. These fish are just giants. I mean, you can see it in the equipment that we're using, and when you hook into giants, sometimes things break, and of course, we had a fighting chance at this monster, and the hook snapped right off the tip. It just proves how hard they can really torque and just take you straight down and just manhandle you. I mean, that's what this species does. This Goliath grouper will take the toughest of men and will go toe-to-toe with them and show them who's boss. On this upcoming season of Goliath fishing, we've got a lot of crazy things that we've already filmed. Swimming with sharks, flying sharks, amberjack, bigger Goliath. We're down in the Everglades, catching kingfish, catching bass. It is an awesome season, so I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you stay tuned, but in the meantime, just keep catching them.